Bike Across Kansas is an annual public social event meant to encourage bikers from across the nation to participate in a celebration of health and the natural Kansas landscape. This footage is from the 2019 event, which marked the 45th anniversary of BAK. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic caused by COVID-19, BAK 2020 was canceled. However, registration is open for the 2021 event. The course for the event spans the entire width of Kansas, and it changes from year to year. 2019's course had bikers traversing the state from west to east, starting at the Colorado border west of Goodland. The course was an 8-day tour of Kansas, and the bikers would pass through Goodland, Colby, and Hill City. Following that, they turned south down to Ellis before heading east again and passing through Hayes and Wilson. The course eventually ended on the Missouri border, the last town on the course being Atchison, Kansas. Salina Media Connections' Greg Stevens managed to catch up with several of the 2019 participants in Bennington and gathered a variety of perspectives and stories.
I am Jamie Meeks, Shawnee, Kansas, originally from Sylvan, actually born in Salina, but doing the BAK for the second time. Got three colleagues and neighbors. They've never done it before. We've done a lot of riding together though, various stuff. And so they're getting to see a part of Kansas. I grew up around all this, and it's fun for me to see it again, see some places I haven't seen before, see some places I've been before in a little more depth at bike speed. That's always a different experience, so just a positive, and I'm really impressed that we're all these suburbanites now. I'm starting to fall in love again with these little mid-sized towns across the state. We've seen some really beautiful little towns with really neat stuff, and it's really encouraging.
Rich Lang, Shawnee, Kansas. I blame Jamie Meeks completely for getting me on this ride.
Ryan Swarto, Latha, Kansas. I'm along for the ride.
I'm Zach Hagan. I'm from Lee Summit, Missouri, and this is one of many cycling trips Jamie has got me to go on.
So how's the trip been going?
It's been beautiful.
Been a great week.
Great.
A lot of fun.
Ran into some weather. Almost saw a tornado, saw some hail, but yeah, it's been good.
Did you ride through some tornado and hail?
No. We took cover.
It's been all flat, zero wind.
And started where?
We started in Canarado. Well, we started in Goodland and rode west to Canarado, and then back east. Halfway.
What's been a highlight between Canarado and here in Bennington?
Changing out the spoke on his bike.
Yeah, that's probably been a highlight.
What's been the nicest scenery you've seen?
Oh boy.
Lots.
Riding into topping the hill after we left Wilson and riding down into the Elk Creek little valley there that's right by Wilson Lake. That was the most beautiful. Takes your breath away.
That's my first BAK. My name's Chad Myers. I'm from Spring Hill, Kansas. It's going great. I didn't know what to expect. I was nervous, real nervous before I came, and just taking it a day at a time, a ride at a time, and keep plugging away. But it's been great. The wind has caused a lot of havoc. The hills aren't as bad as the wind, though. Yesterday we had about 20 miles of headwind going north up into Minneapolis, and that took its toll. But once again, we get up and go again the next day.
You do a lot of riding?
I do.
Besides this?
I do mostly gravel riding up south of Kansas City. We do a lot of gravel races and rides, and switch over and put some road tires on my bike before this, and wanted to come and accomplish a BAK.
What has been the most scenic part of your ride so far?
Scenic part was going north, going past Wilson Lake. Past Wilson Lake, seeing the lake there to your left, and then going up the hills and just seeing the beautiful landscape. It was incredible up there. I took a few pictures and really enjoyed that part of the country. I'd never been up there before.
I'm from Lenexa, Kansas. Salina, Colorado. And my dad was born here 101 years ago. I've been there from Glenn Elliott. His father was a pharmacist, had the drugstore here back here. Then they moved to Clay Center, and he had the drugstore in Clay Center.
I ran, you know, I ran
Many times here, or what?
I've only been here twice, and he didn't ever talk much about Bennington. He was a kid, you know, crazy when he was here.
Luis? Yeah, what's the high point of the trip so far?
Sleeping. Tailwinds. Anytime you can get a tailwind. This has been a good morning. This morning, a beautiful sunrise. It's been real pretty. And the hills were pretty, but they were hard.
Where do you sleep?
And we've been in motel, and most of them camp out at the high schools. But we've been moteling.
A bunch of them went off the road and drowned.
So have you done this before?
Yeah, I've done it 16 times.
This is number 8. Number 8.
Across Kansas? So, if you've done it 16 times, you start traveling the same path?
No, it's different. It's a different route every year. And then, then they go back, and sometimes you can go through the same town, and but it's mixed up.
So, is this about appreciating the towns and the scenery, or what's the purpose of this bike cross?
A lot of people do it for just a vacation, and people that enjoy riding. If you're not going to do it if you don't like to ride. So,
And you get to see Kansas from someplace other than I-70.
oh yeah, you get to appreciate the state a lot more than. I mean, I lived in Kansas all my life, up in the Kansas City area, but I didn't really appreciate the state until I started riding. About 95, 96. 96 was my first tour across Kansas. I didn't really appreciate it, but now I do. Just fall in love with it. Pretty state.
So, what do you guys do for a living?
I'm a retired meat cutter. Retail.
I'm retired. Oh, I used to be a lawyer in Texas.
I'm from Dodge City, Kansas,
There you go.
Bible Belt country. This is my 20th BAK, but I haven't done them all in consecutive order. I think my first one was 1984.
And how many years has the Kansas bike ride been going?
It's been going on for 45 years.
45?
Yeah.
And you've done it for how many years?
20. This is my 20th.
20 years.
Yeah, and on off years, I've ridden across the United States 3 times, and Sue and I rode to Alaska one year.
So other than beautiful people, beautiful scenery, what else do you like best about the bike ride?
Well, I just like experiencing rural America. And I blog, and so I don't have a bunch of followers, but I blog for me. It helps me to remember. When I'm old, I'm going to be able to go back to my blog and remember what I did on this trip and that trip, and we've had such a great experience right here at the cafe, so it's going to be the highlight of today's blog. I just know it.
Yeah.
And one ride reminds me of another one back maybe when we was in Washington State. And I'm thinking, well, we're not following a river. The road isn't as windy. There's not as many mosquitoes. What is it that this road reminds me of that day? And other than just the weather, it was a beautiful day, and I'm with Sue again, my BFF from Seattle, and we're just having a great time.
So over the years, what profession have you been in, or what did you work at?
I am in the car business in Dodge City. We own a car dealership.
And the name of it is?
G&G. So my husband is home working, and and he allows me to disappear for a summer at a time sometimes to do this.
And if he didn't allow you, would you take priority and do it anyway?
No.
No?
But he would never say no. So it's a non-issue. We've been married 43 years, and so, yeah. It's a good, we're good partners.
Were you born and raised in Dodge City?
I was born in Garden City.
Oh,
Garden City,
in
yeah.
Garden City.
Yes, but I have lived 50 miles within my birthplace my whole life.
And how did you meet your husband?
On a bicycle.
There you go. That's the story.
Between my junior and senior year, I was riding on Main Street on a bicycle with my best friend at the time, and John and his best friend were dragging Main, and they kind of pulled us over and offered to buy us a Coke, and the rest is history. Yeah, that was in 1975.
Sweet. So, and what does, did you get into the car business early on, right shortly after marriage?
No, he owned a construction business for a lot of years, and then we moved to Dodge City in 1983 and got into the car business.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you still have the big farm progress show come to Dodge City?
3i show. Yes,
and
it does. Comes every year.
Is that considered the biggest one still in what, the country or in the state?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's big.
And do you take some cars there to put
You
on
know,
display?
we do. Yeah. Not always, but not usually. But I mean, it's a mile down the road, so we get all the traffic from it anyway.
Which is
We
good.
don't. Yeah.
So, what made you decide to come to this cafe instead of the downtown one on Main Street?
We stopped at the soda fountain.
Okay.
Yeah, and took some pictures, experienced it. But what Sue and I like to do is we call it B2, Breakfast 2. If we can find a small sit-down cafe in a local small town, we are in heaven. That is just what we love to do.
Pickup trucks in front.
Yeah, with pickup trucks and signs about guns, and I don't know, it's just rural America, it's just great.
And the Confederate flag.
Yeah, I don't know about the Confederate flag, but it didn't stop us from...
We do want to come back to a story about that, because
It didn't stop us from eating here.
there are a great plenty of people in here that really appreciate it in a different way than I do.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We love President
yeah.
Trump. We're just...
There you go.
Yeah. I'm not speaking for Sue.
Yeah, that's on
my Seattle friend. I'm not speaking for her.
Yeah, you're
Better not.
from way out there.
But anyway, if anybody wants to read my blog, I'll be talking about this cafe.
So indicate how the blog can be reached.
Well, it's my name, Tracy Wentling. So TRACI WENTLING
Wentling.
Wentling.wordpress.com.